So we're going to chat a little bit about what's going on out there in the world. Price of oil has been moving around again. 69.34 versus 64.33. We saw some of the stuff come out of OPEC last week that helped boost a lot of the political rhetoric. All of it, it seems not to be based for any reason on reality. It's just reactions to what's going on in the world. But we seem to be very solidly going to be in the mid-60s to low 70s for the comparable near future, which is nice. Stability is good.
Yes.
Canadian dollar, for those of us, it's up slightly. So, you know, the point, 2 that it went up, you can now afford that U.S. vacation this winter if you book it today.
Yeah.
But the dollar is being fairly strong. It does help, of course, our trade, other things that we do with the U.S., despite the issues with Mr. Trump right now, which I won't go into because we just don't want to go there. No. So what else is going on out there?
So we are seeing listings, the number of listings are up. 9,134 versus 9,091, so up 43, so not significant.
No, it's kind of flattening now for this time of year.
Yeah, so maybe we'll see. You know, I have talked about this actually. I wondered if the market has actually been a bit delayed. So I don't know if you remember a couple of years ago, everybody thought that we would have July off to vacation, but July was one of our busiest months. So we might see that.
You never know.
You never know. And Red Deer, we are up just 9, so fairly flat as well there.
But funnily enough, in talking with a lot of my Red Deer realtors, their market has been a little stronger this year. So whereas last year where we had strength in the spring and market moved quite well, they've been fairly steady.
And what do they attribute that to?
I think the bounce back a little bit in oil and confidence within their market. They have a lot of oil-related service industries that are staffing back up a little bit, or at least reasonably secure there's going to be no further layoffs. So it comes down to consumer confidence. And of course, the great work of our realtors out there to make people understand how well the market's doing there.
They're doing great up in Red Deer.
Yeah, well, right now, when you look at our office, the production per realtor, they're #1 in their market now.
Nice.
Which, when you're looking at that speaks volumes for both the realtors we have working for us, what they're using from us to implement, and we're getting a real groundswell of recognition now in Red Deer, so that when they're saying CIR, people know who they are.
Yeah.
And that takes time to build when you're brand new into a market like that. That's been very little changed over time and very, I don't want to say old-fashioned, but just stayed the course and had a traditional model, and they've been shaking it up, and they're forcing the market, much like we have here, to become better.
Yeah.
Because they are better.
If anybody can do it, Dorian and Johnny can.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They do keep me on my toes.
I like it.
Right, Dorian? I'm sure she's watching, and I'll hear about that.
We discuss it regularly, how we need to keep you on your toes.
Yes, well, it's a good thing. Otherwise, I fall asleep. What else have we got going on? Month of inventory. So when we're looking at our absorption rates right now, total right now 4.85 versus 5, so still in a buyer's market. Single-family homes, although we have a lot of high listings, when we look at our months of absorption right now, our supply, 4.04 versus 4.18, so coming down a little bit. I've seen more terminations than expireds going through. One of the reasons why we're doing our second segment today to help you discuss and manage through that process. Even condos are still pretty flat at 6.16 versus 6.28, but it's like anything else. When you talk to the realtors that are marketing hard, the prices are aggressive or at or below fair market value, those properties are still moving and in under 30 days.
Yeah.
And it's really about being
priced properly.
Priced properly.
Yes.
You can sell anything as long as the price is right.
Yeah, so. And I liked what you said about fair market value. The fair market value is actually the price at which it will sell. So just because we say it should be, or our seller says no, it should be a certain price. Actually, fair market value is
fair.
Yeah. Yes.
In a hot seller's market, we can push those things. So
surrounding market, Okotoks, we are down slightly to 5.72 months of inventory versus 6.58. Cochrane is 6.09 versus 6.56, so very stable there. Sundre And we see this, we see the sundries market move, or those numbers move drastically on a regular basis, but 5.65 versus 7.07. Red Deer is up slightly, 6.16 versus 5.81. Airdrie is down slightly, 4.83. Strathmore is up 9.71, which is very close to what it was last week at 9.48. And Chestermere 5.63 versus 6.22. You know, those numbers are very, I mean, fairly flat, not much change. So
No.
it's not, there's nothing drastic there for sure.
No, and we're having a lot of challenges in some of the markets, and when we look at just the number of volumes of listings, it's tough on buyers right now because they have
Yeah.
so much choice. Yet when you look at average list to sale price, we're still 97.5%, 98%, depending on the communities. So again, just showing the ones that are priced correctly are selling, and that buyers are really going to look and manage and look at a lot. So reviewing, if you've taken it Ninja, your 10-step buyers process to keep your people focused, make sure you're not overshowing, and that you're helping manage the process, which makes your buyer's life easier.
Yeah. And if there's anything else I could say about this in terms of your listings, and I mean, it's going to come up in your segment, but make sure your listings look good on MLS. Do the proper photos. I just looked at something in my neck of the woods yesterday, and
Snow?
no, not snow, but the listing could have been better for sure.
Yeah. Maybe not iPhone photos. Put the money
Maybe
into
not.
marketing.
Yeah. Yeah.
All righty. Benchmark price, of course, unchanged from the first of the month. The update will come through July 1st. It'll be interesting to see where that goes because it is a strong indicator. And when you're having issues right now trying to price properties, because sometimes comparables are hard to find, using the benchmark and the HPI, and we got some great videos on it. Talk to your manager. We can point you in the right direction. It's just one more very creditable source to be able to show, and it's so quick to respond to what's actually happening in the market, and it's very focused into individual communities. So if you can work the numbers, it works quite well.
Yeah, and if I've learned anything, actually, I was not really strong on using the HPI and that kind of information.
Neither was I. I hated it.
Yeah, I hated it too. But in this market, it's something you really need to know. So if you're not familiar with it, call Steve, not me.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
No, call Steve. He's really good at it.
He's really good at it.
Him and Lindsay are the ones that I called, and they laughed at me because I had to relearn it for our practicum because I really haven't used it in over 4 years.
Yeah.
And I was never a huge fan because I like the concreteness of here's a data sheet, and people understood it better. But if you take the time to learn it, and especially for those people on the disc profile that are numbers oriented, they just eat it up. They love it.
Yeah.
So certain people, maybe not a party person would do it, but you're going to have to shorten it and make their cash register ring with it. So.
Yeah. And you know what? We can all learn new things. Yeah. So if you have the time, and I'm sure that most of us have the time right now, so something new to learn, and it's good for you.
Absolutely. Just another tool in your kit. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's next?
This week in the... Oh, we forgot something.
Oh, Red Deer's benchmark
Thank
price. I don't think we have it. There, it's right there.
So
Thanks,
single
Jen.
family, the average price in Red Deer right now is sitting at $348,530, and condos sitting at $217,291. Thanks for getting that up on the screen for us. It was missing from our sheets.
Thanks,
My
Jen.
apologies to the people in Red Deer. You can yell at me later.
Yeah, send them an email.
Yeah. Yeah, email's good. I can just hit delete that.